Got Brian in his outdoor workshop again.
So like an hour ago it was 37 degrees and sunny, and as usual there was one big cirrus cloud up there and the sun went behind it, and then the temperature dropped 20 degrees. Oh, which reminds me, I still got to snowball the driveway.
Oh man. Brian's out doing the final pieces of trim work to finish up the master closet. It's looking really nice. I'll kind of show you guys sort of the final pieces there. But a week ago we weren't dealing with this. No,
it was 81 degrees where we were.
We were somewhere else. We escaped the Colorado mountains to get away. But that's where we've been. I know we've kind of been MIA for a while, but it's nice to get away in the middle of winter, to get some nice temperatures to break it up. So it was definitely a nice break, a nice getaway, have sunshine and be outside without giant winter jackets on. But
Back at it.
But we were keeping tabs on the house while we were gone. We were trying out a new camera. I'll tell you guys a little bit about it. The Arenti home camera for outdoor use. It's a wireless Wi-Fi style camera. And we were doing a live stream, and I'll show you some of the footage from it. But things here pretty much stayed the same while we were gone. A little bit more snow, a little bit more wind, a little bit more of the same. So it was nice to break it up. So Brian's got a little pile of kindling, looks like, over here, but really these are pieces for the face frame for the closet finish look. So I guess you've got a few more cuts to do.
Just trim some widths first. I don't have enough of those yet, and then just a few more lengths to cut, and then I can start sanding them. Some of them I might have to plane a little bit. I got rough cut wood. It was very cheap, but it's also comes in varying thicknesses, which is a pain in the rear. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, originally I was gonna put the face frame on flush with the bottom of the cabinet. However, I went and put in one screw and it splintered. It was too close to the edge, so it splintered out the face frame a little bit, so you won't see it, but it's not holding well. So I made just a 1/2 inch spacer, and I'm gonna raise it up a 1/2 inch, so it may be a little, if you're pulling stuff out, it won't just slide out, but it shouldn't really matter. So let's see how it goes now. Now because I used that 3 1/2 inch plywood, it kind of goes down a little bit. Not too bad actually. It's maybe a 32nd off. I've never used pocket screws before, or pocket hole cutters, so they work really well. The side ones I can use a little bit longer screw on.
See me? Where'd you go? Oh, I guess you need someone to open the door. Yeah. mind the cord.
Here, I'll put it in more.
And then the other thing that was waiting for us when we got back was drifted snow in the driveway. So we came back from our flight from Hawaii. We had to park our car at the bottom of the driveway and then hike all the way up because we were totally snowed in with feet of hard packed snow drifts. And I think next summer, when we have the time, we are gonna actually put up the snow fencing this year to really help with preventing the snow drift next winter, because it's a chronic problem. Even when the storm is over, you get drifting day after day with the loose snow, and you're always having to keep up with it. So we've definitely got to curb this issue. But you can see the smallest of drifts are 8 to 10 inches, and then your large drifts. This is the top of the driveway here. A little bit of a peak there. That's probably, it's hard to see, but it's probably about 2 feet tall. It's just in a couple spots, but it's just a couple of areas, but just two, all it takes is one area and you aren't able to get your vehicle up the driveway. So that's a project for another time. And you would think that a good idea would be to mark where all the drifts are. But the funny thing is that the drift areas change depending on the wind, which way the wind blows. But pretty consistently, we do see one at the top of the driveway, whether it's farther back there. Oftentimes it's right up here by where the well is. And then there's one spot on the hill and then one spot at the bottom of the driveway. So we're definitely going to mark those off next summer and see if we can mitigate this situation. Got all your pieces.
A lot, isn't it?
Yeah. Pretty soon that coat rack behind you is going to be all gone.
I know.
Aren't you going to be sad?
A lot of that I'm throwing away.
So we got everything marked and measured and sanded.
Everything's labeled so I know where it goes on the diagram.
LMNO P. And these pieces were all cut from that rough board that you got at the sawmill?
Yeah, the rough boards, and they're varying thicknesses. Some were like 13/16 or 3/4, some were an inch. There was no rhyme or reason for it.
This is one of those rough boards right there. So there's one left. So it's now time to stain.
You gotta stain all the sides.
Okay.
Well, not all, so not the back.
They have to mark on the backs the letters, right?
Yes.
So you don't.
Yeah.
Alright, so you can see where Brian got the upper cabinets installed here in the closet, and above the cabinets is the lighting. So he got LED lighting that comes in a rainbow of colors, so I could really switch by pressing a button, turn it blue, or purple, or green, or yellow, orange and red, pink. Oh, that one looks blue on the camera, but or just standard white. So it's funny because there's like a dozen colors to choose from. I don't know. I guess it's just mood lighting. Some cars, my Mini Cooper used to have mood lighting. You could have it blue or red or green in the car. So I guess whatever mood you're in, you could have a different color on the ceiling. But that's just the accent lighting that Brian has installed. And what he's going to be ordering next are some spotlights that will actually light up the clothing so you can see what you're doing in the closet. Because right now, the LED light that we have in the corner just isn't throwing off quite enough light, in my opinion, to be able to distinguish black from navy blue socks. So you definitely want to be able to do that, see what you're doing in the closet, since there's no windows in here. So that's the next step. But yeah, funny, looks like a remote that's got more than what you need on it for options. Just a fun little gimmicky thing you can do with accent lighting. But it was definitely an event trying to install these upper cabinets and then putting the face plates on them. But it definitely looks nice. But overall, it's a job that's 90% done. I mean, all the hard work is done. I guess it's all those little finishing pieces. And he might not say that's 10% more because it is a lot of pieces that we're going to be sanding and staining and polyurethaning before tacking them on for the final product. All right, this is the ending of it. So next video, you'll see the finished product of the closet with all the finished trim on there. But we like being back. Even though it's cold weather, we're happy to be back in Colorado.
So I like going away on vacation and then living in a vacation spot because then you always want to come home. Because everybody likes to come to Colorado. I saw a shark. Swam right underneath me.
Yeah. Brian was out there in the deep ocean, adventurous. That wraps it up, guys. We'll catch you next time. Colorado Mountain Living. See ya.
Bye-bye. Great.
Okay. That's frosty. I had to wear my heavy coat. But yeah, Brian's back out doing the final pieces for the trim work. Final pieces.